Hi everyone and welcome back to another video in my channel. So this is Ethan and I'm talking to you from Order Flow with Ethan. I've been trading Order Flow for roughly 4 years now, and throughout these years I have built massive knowledge in this domain, and here am I sharing my knowledge with you on YouTube. So thank you so much for your time watching this video, and welcome to the video number 15 in my channel. Support and resistance by your side. How I combine delta, imbalances, and POC with support and resistance. So if you didn't watch the video where I explained what's delta, what's imbalance, and POC, you can go find it in my channel. It's a video number 5, section 4, order flow terms. There I explained everything about delta, imbalance, POC, etc. So most traders use support and resistance, but they treat it like a signal instead of just a location. In reality, the level itself doesn't mean much until you see how price reacts there. And this is where order flow gives you an actual edge. A lot of people just buy support and sell resistance without thinking twice. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and it feels random. And that's because they're trading the level itself instead of what's happening when price reaches it. And this is the problem with levels. For me, support and resistance is just where I focus. I'm not entering just because price touches a level. Well, that's things people do in technical analysis that I completely cannot understand, because you cannot just take a position because price reached a random level that was rejected once. Okay, so I wait and watch what the market does before making any decision. Once price reaches a level, I am mainly watching three things: the delta, imbalances, and point of control. These tell me who's active, who's in control, and whether price is being accepted or rejected. Delta shows who's being aggressive, buyers or sellers. But aggression alone doesn't mean strength. You can have aggressive buyers and still see the price go down, and that usually means they're getting absorbed, which is more important than the aggression itself. So in the next slide, I will show you a demonstration of how it works, but let's break it down. Well, delta will show you eventually who's aggressive. If it's green, that means buyers. If it's red, that means sellers. But aggression alone doesn't mean strength. You can find a red candle with a green delta. At the same time, find a green candle. Oh yeah, so red candle with a green delta. So it doesn't usually mean they're getting absorbed. But I will explain to you in the next picture. So here you can see this is a chart from Euros market in 2018. So here we have this red candlestick, okay? So we're on the low of the chart that we have here, minus 391. Suddenly, the price goes up, goes down for a bit. Here we have minus 72. People will think, oh, we're back to the oldest levels, but then the price just pops up. Then we see we have a red candle at the previous rejection zone, 173 and 299 in max delta. So we can still have a red candle and the green delta, as I said, and that's how the market works. Here we have a green candle with a red delta. So delta alone can't be a signal to what to do, but you have to get a lot of stuff included, and also of course market context and trend. Next, you have imbalances, which is the pressure. Imbalances show pressure in the market. Stacked buying imbalances mean buyers are trying to push up price up, and stacked selling imbalances mean sellers are pushing down. But again, I only care if price actually reacts to that pressure. So let's see in the next chart. So here we have a top. So delta is minus 63. We have two imbalances with a single print here, and again a single print here. That means exhaustion. Here again we have a single print at the top, imbalances happening, delta divergence, imbalances happening again all the time, and the market is still going down. So the market is giving clear signals that it's going down. But here again, we can see a potential option happening. We don't know what the market's going to next, but I think this could be a green candle. Why? Because a lot of stuff here tells me that, well, it's obviously green, because you can see we have a green candle with a red delta. So it's not always, but sometimes when you include market context, you can understand that when there is a green delta at the bottom, a green candle at the bottom with a red delta, that means it's a good buy signal. But I mean, just a signal, you need to confirm with a lot of stuff first before taking your position. Same thing here, we have a lot of imbalances and the market keeps going down with a lot of single prints at the top of each candle. So that's a great sign that the market is going up, going down, and we also combine it with deltas, which is kind of positive in some candles here, and the market keeps going down. So POC shows where most of the volume is happening. It tells you where the market is accepting price. If price moves up, but POC doesn't follow, the move is weak. If POC shifts, but price shift with POC with price, it usually means the move is solid. So let me explain to you in this chart. Here, for example, we have two POCs together at this level, but then the next candle POC is moving further to another level. Here again, we have the price going back to this level. So again, you can see the difference. So here we had the POC at 50.95. Next candle, it says 51.10. Okay, so that's a huge change in this market, and eventually means the market is actually changing its position. So when we see POCs changing, that means this volume that was accepted by both sellers and buyers, now they accept this volume, okay, this price range. Okay, so this level was the one that was accepted by both. Now they both accept this level. So if sellers already accept this level, they won't go down. If buyers also accept this level, they think it's a fair price and they still buy. But here also, the sellers think it's a good level, and you can see how this level that was accepted by both, now we moved it far away to another level up, which means the market is changing conditions. Same thing here, you can see how we switched it from POC at this level to this level again back here. POC can also be used as a great entry, because you see, new candle forming, price goes up and down, touches the latest POC, then goes down. Same thing here again, goes back to the old POC and goes up again. So that's how you can take POC as a great signal, especially when we have a POC that changed and shifted positions. Here we have the POC at this level, next candle, it's way too far and it's already way too up. That means the buy-in aggression is alive. When you combine it with deltas, with stacked imbalances, with exhaustions, and also with divergence here and those market exhaustions, you have a clear signal that the market will go up. So at support, what do I watch? When price comes into support, I'm not buying immediately. I'm watching if sellers are actually able to push price lower. If they're aggressive but price doesn't move much, that can mean absorption. Then if buyers step in and things start shifting, that's when it becomes interesting. And yes, just same thing goes back to resistance. If price goes up, I'm watching if buyers are actually able to push price higher. If they're aggressive but price doesn't move much, that can mean absorption. But if buyers step in, but sellers step in, and things start shifting, that's when it becomes interesting, and maybe the price will go down again. So that's how you should think of it. Whenever the market goes back to any level, first of all, just understand what's happening. Try to ask yourself who's in control, who's selling, who's buying. Are the buyers weak or strong? Are the sellers weak or strong? And understand through market context, of course. Add some POC, some imbalances, some delta, and you'll have a great idea about what's happening. So most traders focus on the level itself, but what actually matters is what happens when price gets there. Instead of trying to predict whether support or resistance will hold, I will just watch who takes control at that moment. Is it buyers or sellers? So once you start looking at it this way and combine it with order flow, your entries become much clearer and you're not guessing anymore. You're just reacting to what the market is actually doing in real time. So thank you so much for your time watching this video once again. This was Ethan from Order Flow with Ethan. Please make sure to follow, like this video and comment, and please let me know if you have any questions. I'll be very happy to answer all of your questions. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you and have a great day.